Welcome to the Lead Pedal Podcast with your host, Bruce Outridge, where he talks all things trucking. Now let's get rolling.
How's everybody doing today? Welcome to another edition of the Lead Pedal Podcast. I'm your host, Bruce Outridge. As we round out the year, I just want to say thank you to everybody for being part of our network, whether you're a listener, a sponsor, whatever it might be. We really appreciate you being part of that. Before we get into the program today, let me tell you about one of our great sponsors and partners here. That's Chrome Supply Warehouse. They've been around for many years as a partner and friends of the show. And, if you're looking for some of the best truck parts around, then Chrome Supply Warehouse is where you need to go. Go to chromesupplywarehouse.com. All right, let's get into our feature today. We've got a number of things to talk about today. And we're going to, these are actually how you can get featured in 2026. We're changing things up a lot. We're changing formats of shows. We're changing formats of the podcast. We've got some new shows. We've taken away some old shows. So we've got a lot of stuff that I know that is going to really interest you. Before we get to that, though, let me tell you about a new sponsor we've got coming on. Let's start with that. We have feature sponsors all the time, but we have a new one here. We have Harnois Énergies. Now, you may or may not know that name. I know you do know the truck stop that they're about to open, and that's the Woodstock truck stop out exit 230 in Woodstock, Ontario on the 401. That will be opening. They're getting it ready right now. This thing is going to be really great. They're modernizing a lot of the details there. They're going to have full range of amenities, including diesel and propane fueling, quick service dining, showers, large parking area for heavy trucks, RV refill station, 2 convenience stores, and they're also going to have a heavy truck mechanical repair shop there. So you can get your exclusive access to that with the SO Truck Stop card, and you can do that by visiting harnoisenergies.com, or you can call 1-800-363-2712. They've been around since 1958, so they're not new to the truck stop game. This is going to be their largest one, and they're also our feature sponsor. They came on for a couple months here, and so you're going to hear a lot about Harnois, and hopefully we're going to get out to the new truck stop once they open that, because I think it's going to be very cool. So thank you, Harnois Énergies, for coming on board and being a new sponsor with Lead Pedal Media. We really appreciate that. All right, let's get into something for you musicians. Those of you that are musicians and part of our Lead Pedal radio network, or even our Lead Pedal, maybe you're in the trucking part and you're a musician as well. We have preferred artist program, and we had this preferred artist program. We started it last year. We have 12 artists right now, and it could be artists or bands, but we have 12 artists that are part of this program. And we are expanding this to 24 artists for the year 2026. So this is going to be a great opportunity for some artists that get chosen. We're going to be choosing based on a number of things that they are doing, and for the indie artists, because it's not just about we try to promote them, but there's got to be a fit too. So we're looking for certain things. So if you are a musician, we're not just looking for people who are recording. We're certainly not looking for any AI songs. We are not looking for people who are just recording stuff one-off and then that's it. That's fine if that's where you are. There's no issues with that. But who we're looking to feature as preferred artists, and we will have interviews with other artists and stuff that are not preferred. We've done that in the past. But we're looking to have preferred artists that really fit our theme. So if you're a truck driver and a musician, even better. If you promote, you do songs about the road or about trucking life in general, then that's going to be something that's really, if your music fits either the country, classic rock style, or any of the features we do. We have our oldie show is pretty well oldies, so you're probably not old enough to even have that drawn in yet. But if you do trop rock stuff that might fit with our Tropical Days show, that kind of stuff, we'll be looking at that. You can read about all of this over at Lead Pedal Media for sure. Some of the suggested criteria some of the artist criteria that we'll be looking for is, do they have their own music? First of all, you have to have, we're not looking for a bunch of covers because we can play covers anytime. We're looking for we don't mind covers, but we're looking for artists that actually also have their own original music is what we're looking for. People that are kind of really trying to take it to the next level. Maybe they're registered with one of the songwriting authorities or the singer authorities. They're looking to have maybe they've got a website going. They're actually trying to create a career out of their music. That's who we're trying to help here. What are they going to get out of it? Well, they're going to get a national and international radio exposure, targeting the trucking and lifestyle audience. That's who our audience is. Multi-platform promotion through a lot of our different podcasts, professional media support, and hopefully a long-term relationship is what we're trying to get. And we're hoping that through that we're going to get build our audience base along with them. So we're looking for a partnership type thing, and you can go there. There's a quick sign up form if you want us to be requested to be considered for that, and then we will be choosing as we go along. We'll probably do a couple artists a month for the next little while and build it up to the 24, and those artists are also going to be featured on our new chords and chrome style that we're having. So you can read all about it over at leadpedalmedia.com or even leadpedalradio.com if that's where you're finding us as well. So those are our two that's our preferred artist program. Before we get off the radio side, I also want to talk about a new radio partner we have, and that's Rockstalgia. And Rockstalgia is doing a classic rock style rock festival in July 2026. We've been partnering with them. There's going to be more coming out on that, but they are our partner for the Preferred Artist Program and for that. So thank you, Rockstalgia. You can learn more about them at rockstalgia.com is where you can learn about them. And we're looking forward to partnering with them. You've probably seen the interview we did with Angela Balquaz already. She was in the trucking industry. She had Big Rigs Wraps was her, she wrapped trailers. That's what she did. She's retired from there, sold that business, and now she's working with Rockstalgia, which is all her business as well. So good to have them on. Welcome to the show. And when we come back, I'm going to tell you about how you can get your truck featured for 2026. So stay with us. Before we go too far, let me tell you a little bit about Driver Check. They've been a great sponsor of our shows for many years now, and they do drug and alcohol testing and all of that for the industry. So thank you, Driver Check, for being on board with us, and you can learn more about them and all keeping the workplace safe at drivercheck.ca. All right, so let's get into the feature truck program. How can you get your feature truck? Big shout out to our friend over at Skillix, who won not only the 2024 Featured Truck of the Year, but also they just recently won 2025 with one of their latest Peterbilt builds. And so how do you get into 2026? Well, we've got some new criteria. We're going to be a little more selective. We're going to be having fans vote on a regular basis on the trucks. And we were still going to try and do a featured truck on a regular basis. It may not be every week, but we're going to try and be a little more selective on who we have. But you can submit. You don't have to wait for us to see you at a show. You can submit your truck before through email. You can send us a backstory on it. You can send us some pictures of it, and we would love to feature that too if we can get an interview or something. But there's certain criteria we are looking for, and I will put a link in the show notes for this one of how you can get your featured truck linked up and how submitted and some of the things you're going to be doing. We have a prize for the winner each year. We've had some great trucks over the years, and we're looking forward to kind of tightening that up and moving it forward. So congratulations to all of our past winners. We've had some great rides for the last 5 years we've been doing this. We've had some great rides, great prizes, and we're looking to step that up for 2026. So we hope you'll join us. So make sure that you check out the featured truck of the year, the new featured truck of the featured truck of the week, I guess is the best way to say it, hopefully for the year. But there's going to be some voting criteria that you may want to. Our fan club votes on the trucks, and they are going to be voting on criteria based on each truck that they see. So this is going to be a new way of doing this. We are changing a lot of things for 2026, and we're hoping it's going to make it a little more exciting and a little more entertaining for all of you, for sure. All right, so let's get into some of the events we've got coming up for 2026. There's a lot of new ones. We just updated our list. So if you have an event that you want us to add to our event listing, which is updated every month, we'd be happy to do that. Here's what we've got on the list for 2026 so far. The first one is a hydrogen webinar. If you're interested in hydrogen fuel, PMTC is holding a webinar on January 20th, 2026. Go to pmtc.ca. Also, they're having their regional seminar, in-person seminar, February 19th, 2026. You can learn all about that at pmtc.ca. Women with Drive event, March 5th, 2026 in Toronto, Ontario. Go to truckinghr.com. The Trucking Network is having a recruitment symposium, March 26th, 2026 in Mississauga, Ontario. Go to the truckingnetworkevents.ca. Mid-America Truck Shows, March 26th, 28th this year in Louisville, Kentucky. That's Matt's. Go to truckingshow.com. TTSAO has moved their conference. They're now going to be having it on April 1st, 2nd, 2026. Confirming the location, but it's usually at Lions Head Golf and Country Club. It will be in the Brampton, Mississauga area. Truck World, April 16th, 18th, 2026 in Toronto, Ontario this year. Go to trucknews.com. TTSAO, you can go to ttsao.com. At Truck World, we're going to be hosting the garage part, which is kind of a competition for mechanics and stuff. So we're looking forward to being part of that. We'll also be at the TTSAO conference for sure. And then the National Recruiting and Retention Symposium with Transrep. That's going to be happening on April 28th, 29th, 2026 in Burlington, Ontario. We'll be at that one. You can register at transrep.ca. We'll also be at the Hamilton Niagara Fleet Safety Council seminar on April 30th in Burlington as well, and that's fleetsafetycouncil.com is where you can register for that. Lots of events in April this year. Tony Justice is having his Large Cars and Guitars Truck Show May 8th and 9th, 2026 in Bristol, Tennessee. Go to largecarsguitars.com. International Road Trip will be happening May 12th to 14th, 2026. Go to cvsa.org to find out what they're looking for this year. Bridging the Barriers, we're not sure if they're having a West Conference this year, so that hasn't been determined. PMTC is having their spring golf tournament on May 26, 2026, so you can check out pmtc.ca. Woodstock Truck Show. This is in Burford, Ontario. This is going to be happening May 29th and 30th, 2026. You can go to woodstocktruckshow.ca to learn all about that. We haven't heard of the date or location for Toronto Truck Driver Skills Competition, but they usually are in the Brampton area, somewhere around there. CITT is having their conference on June 3rd and 5th, 2026 in Calgary, Alberta. You can go to citt.ca for that. And Central Ontario Regional Truck Driving Championships. Don't have a date yet, but that's usually in Kitchener, Ontario. Go to cortdc.com to learn all about that one. PMTC is having their annual conference. That's one we'll be at for sure in Niagara Falls, Ontario, June 16th and 17th, 2026. Go to pmtc.ca. Shell Rotella is having their Super Rigs Truck Show June 25th to 27th, 2026 at the Atlanta Speedway. You can go to rotellashell.com for that. Clifford is usually the Canada Day weekend. Haven't got confirmation of that yet, but that will be happening. A Walcott Truckers Jamboree is also to be happening somewhere in around that July 10th weekend. And Rockstalgia's Rock Festival, this new one here, is July 11th, 12th, 2026 in Orono, Ontario. Go to rockstalgia.com for that one. Great Canadian Truck Show has moved their show back to July now. It's July 17th, 18th, 2026. You can check out their Facebook page. St. Thomas Big Rig Nationals, August 14th to 15th, 2026. Check them out at stthomasdragway.ca. Joseph had a chrome and concrete show last year. Haven't heard whether they're doing that again in Ancaster, but it was a really good one-day show. Athens Truck Show, that's the Antique Truck Club of America, August 21st, 22nd, 2026 in Athens, Ontario. Truck Driver Appreciation Week, September 6th to 12th, 2026 in Canada this year. C4 Truck Show to be determined. Special Olympics Ontario Truck Ride, September 11th, 12th, 2026 in Paris, Ontario. Go to truckride.ca. We'll be a part of that one. Truck Driver Appreciation Week in the United States, September 13th to 19th, 2026. Bridging the Barrier East, September 14th, 15th, 2026. That's the one in Mississauga. We'll be at that one. Go to WTFC.ca. Trucking Network Job Fair, September 19th, 2026, Brampton, Ontario. Trucking Network Events.ca. And PMTC is having their fall golf tournament, September 22nd, 2026, PMTC.ca. I haven't heard about 10-4DC, but usually around October 1st is their National Monument display. PTAC, they're having their annual conference. The first one was last year. This one's going to be in Saskatoon, October 6th, 2026. Go to ptac.ca for that information. Fleet Safety Council is having their annual conference October 2026. Haven't heard the exact date yet, but you can go to fleetsafetycouncil.com. Not sure about Driver Checks Fitness for Duty Summit, but that's usually happening around that time as well. And PMTC's usually got their Canadian Transportation Summit in that area. So some of these we have not got confirmed dates with. Anything we have confirmed dates with is on the website, and hopefully you can check it all out there. So big thank you to everybody for being on. Hope you enjoyed that. Watch for a new format starting next week on the podcast. We know you're going to love it, and we really hope you'll stay with us. Thanks, everybody. Be good out there, and we'll talk to you next time.
This has been another episode of the Lead Pedal Podcast. For more information or to subscribe to the podcast, visit theleadpedalpodcast.com, and be sure to follow the podcast on Facebook and Twitter.